Welcome, Jatsky, producer Jattin. To join the
Production
team.
artist.
Welcome.
Thank you all.
What's your whiskey of choice today, Cam?
Can't actually pronounce it. Glengoyne.
Product placement.
Glen Goyende. Got the red breast.
Beautiful whiskey. Irish.
And I have got my clear whiskey.
PhD.
Stay hydrated.
PhD Jatsky.
Honestly, this is my favourite thing to drink out of. I've not drank it out of a water bottle in ages.
Got a protein mixer.
Protein mixer.
All right, do you want to pull the first article up, Jattin?
Yes, that should be up now.
When praising the competition benefits your brand. What's this?
Yeah. All right. So I was going to get a Switch at the start of this week, and I was just thinking in terms of the games why the prices are so high. So doing some research, I actually found this article, which was about brands actually praising others instead of just marketing their own brand, which can have dividends. But what I did find is that it only applies for for-profit companies and not for profit, because with for-profit companies, I guess consumers find them kind of cunning, kind of negative in a way. So when they actually praise other brands, I guess they see that company in a better light, and I guess they're more likely to buy that brand's products, which I found quite interesting with this topic. And obviously it's by Harvard Business Review, so it has some sort of reputation in a way. So I guess the research that they took out, it must be pretty decent. But
So what impact has this had on your purchase of the Switch?
it's made me more likely to buy it in a way, because the actual thing that I found was PlayStation and Xbox actually congratulated the Switch, which was referenced somewhere. Or is it? They openly congratulated Nintendo on the launch of the Switch, which is nice because PlayStation and Xbox are quite big competitors with the Steam Deck coming up. Even with the PSP, imagine if Sony bring out a Switch like PSP, that will come into a lot of competition, but them praising Nintendo in a way, it's nice to see.
Yeah. Well, I think if PlayStation were to come out, or even Xbox could come out, or anyone for that matter, were to come out with a portable device, it would be beneficial for everyone, because Switch of the domination of the market at the moment, meaning they can charge whatever they want. I mean, that Zelda game, Legend of Zelda, that's been out for what, like 5, maybe 6 years, and it's still £50.
That's the thing, though. When a game's
quite high.
good, it usually holds its price for longer. Like, look at Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
Held its price for years, and it was in the top 10 for years just because it was a good game.
Yeah. Zelda is
And kind of
considered the
released
best game on Nintendo Switch. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto was at the top. This is the new
This is the new one.
This is a new one. Was it just Legend of Zelda? I think it was.
Breath of the Wild. So yeah, I just got my Switch on the weekend,
Ah, okay, yeah, it's been ages.
and
5 years.
Yeah, damn.
only after purchase you realise that the prices of the games are extortionate for Switch. But that's in comparison to being a PC gamer as well.
So how many games have you bought on your Switch?
I got Mario Kart because Mario Kart was just one of them games, which
Well,
is
the go-to, isn't it?
I got The Witcher just for a story mode game, The Witcher 3. And
How much was Mario Kart?
Mario Kart it's priced at £40.
All right. Did you get it from CD Keys?
No,
No, that's the other thing, is that they sell their own market games. There's no like third party that can sell them, so it must be something to do with the licensing.
there
Or
are still some on CD Keys as well. But there's just limited availability on there.
So can you get Nintendo-made games like Mario, Zelda on CD Keys, or can you only get them from Nintendo Store?
I think it's just the third party games, non-Nintendo games on CD Keys.
Yes, so just having a quick look here. It said 39 on Amazon, but if you buy it from the actual Nintendo store, I think it'll be much higher. Yeah, 49.99.
50 quid.
£50. That's crazy, isn't it?
It just doesn't go down in price, the games. But
Literally.
Well, Mario Kart's again, it's another popular game, isn't it?
yeah.
But then in a way, with some of the COD games on Xbox Store, like they've not gone down in years. Like Modern Warfare 3, I swear that's like still over £40. Just check.
Yeah, that's true. And they're accessible to get in in different ways though. Definitely if you're just getting the code.
Yeah.
Do you think Nintendo will ever launch something like Game Pass? Or have they already launched anything like Game Pass?
That's a good point, actually.
They don't. Not from what I can see from owning the Switch. It would be good if they did.
Yeah, more of a subscription model.
Yeah. I feel like once the subscription models and the online cloud gaming becomes bigger, then portable consoles will just be miles better, because at the moment you're restricted from how good games are at the moment. You're just restricted on a portable device to lower spec games. So I guess that's what PlayStation and Xbox must be waiting for.
So would you recommend the Switch? Or?
I'd recommend it. It's good to play the single player games, which are fun to play anywhere, and then there's the multiplayers, because it's so easy just to chuck it into the dock and then you're on your TV for multiplayer.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? All you need to connect it with is a HDMI, which is like really easy. But then also, you can just play it portable. So that's the thing. If you're at home, you can plug it in, you can play it on your monitor, your setup, whatever you have. But then the other side of that is, if you just want to, if you're going home, whatever, going to some friends or something, you can just take it. It's portable, and you can play with others wherever.
Are you going to purchase one, Jatting?
Definitely. Getting paid on Thursday, so
you're going to get it on Thursday?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just shopping around at the moment. The other thing is with the bundles, they say it's cheaper, but when you add the individual products, it might be the same price or it might be a bit more. So I'm just doing those calculations, make sure I'm not getting scammed.
What are you thinking, Aron?
I might get one. I don't know. I don't really game that much, so I don't know if it's worth it for me. But I'll see. I'll have a play on yours when I come back on Thursday.
Yeah, I would. Just have a go. They're good. They are good. They're decent.
Might wait till it comes on offer, maybe on Prime Day or something.
They're on offer on Amazon.
Yeah. What's that?
I think
what are you, 240 on Amazon?
The OLED one. I don't know if the normal one's on there.
It was out of stock when I was looking the other day.
Oh yeah, they have a stock issue, don't they? What's the difference between the OLED and like the cheapest model? Do you actually know? Because that's what I was trying to find out today.
The cheapest model, the Lite. I don't think that's worth getting, because you can't even put that in the dock. You can't play that on your TV.
Oh really?
Just like a Game Boy Advance.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, so I was just looking for prices for the OLED.
They've gone back to normal original.
310.
They were at 289, I think, the other day.
Oh really?
Wait, this isn't you. It was Amazon.
This was Amazon, yeah.
Oh yeah, they were. No, they weren't. Was it OLED at 289?
The OLED was at 289, yeah.
289, really?
Oh yeah, they were, because you got yours for
259 cost price.
Yeah, and I said 30 quid more. You could have got an OLED one. Yeah.
But then 30 quid's like money towards a game.
Yeah.
Have you bought all your games on the digital? Like digital?
Yeah.
Copies? Yeah.
I bought The Witcher on CD keys.
Okay. How much was The Witcher?
I can't remember how much it was. And I got Trivial Pursuit as well. But then when I bought the other games, I'd saved up enough points to get that game. So they do have the point system. Even if you redeem a code from CD keys, you still get points towards other games on your Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
So
what do the points mean?
Can you redeem them?
You get money off games.
Oh.
So if you build up enough points, can you get a full game for free?
Yeah.
How much is that 1 point now worth?
1 point is
10p or something.
Yeah, or 1 point's a penny, but you get like 250 points.
Oh, so it's like you're getting £2.50.
Yeah, basically.
That's all right.
Then you need a lot of games to be able to afford a game.
Yeah, but if you buy 4 popular games and then you can buy like a £10 game for free.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure when we looked at, do you know that Raft game?
Yeah.
That was free. £10, sorry.
£10, yeah, so you'd be able to afford it.
Yeah, so I've just found here that 1 gold point is. Were you talking about a gold point?
Yeah, gold points are called, yeah.
Yeah, so that's equivalent to 1 cent. Is that 1 cent? Where's my math? No, that's 0.01 cent.
It's 1 cent. It'll be a penny in a cent. It won't
That's
be
a penny in it. Yeah, I was thinking that. My maths is a bit rusty. It's been a while.
You work in finance, Johnny.
Yeah, I do work in finance. That's embarrassing, isn't it?
You gonna bring the next article up?
I think we go with this one
already.
Guy residents go to their
bar. You watch this?
I've not seen this.
Oh gosh,
insane, man.
Should we play the video and then we have a look through the comments?
Yeah, let me just describe it a bit.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Yeah.
So, you know about the recent lockdowns in Shanghai?
They've just been withdrew, right? They're now allowed to go out.
Not that I've read.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe bring that. Maybe you can have a look at the article after this, chatting.
Yeah.
But it got pretty serious where they weren't letting people outside the house to get food and basic necessities. So there's been a lot of protests going on. People have been like standing on the balconies singing and screaming. People have been putting like empty fridges on the balconies so the government can see that they've got no food in the fridge. And just play the video now, Jattin.
Yeah.
This is a drone.
Yeah, this is a drone basically telling people to comply with the regulations and not go out on the balcony and sing.
Oh. What? That's so weird.
Is that like a corporate plane?
Feels like proper like dystopian.
It's like a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what is it? Is it like Insurgent? Where it's like dystopian? Something like that.
Yeah, it's like a dystopian future, like what's going on. It's weird.
We are
should we have a look at some comments?
Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully we don't get cancelled.
Yeah, so that's what it control your soul's desire for freedom sounds a little suspicious.
Right, okay.
Is that the translation?
Yeah, I'm Chinese. I wonder if it's translated weirdness or if it's phrased equally strange in Chinese. I'm Chinese, can confirm the translation is exactly how it sounds.
Transcription it's indeed a strange.
So did you read the translation, Cam?
Yeah, scroll back up to the top.
Is this here?
No, that's not it.
Or is it not?
It's here.
It's a little bit more. So please comply with COVID restrictions. Control your soul's desire for freedom. Do not open the window or sing.
It's just pure control, this.
It literally isn't it? Already in a controlling state or a controlling country.
Do you think it's been put in place from the government to sort of dominate their population, like prove their dominance? Or do you think, I don't know, do you think they know something deeper about COVID that we don't know? And that's why they're taking it so strict.
But from a country like this, I can see why they would use this as an excuse for more control.
Yeah, to assert the dominance.
Yeah, that's what these countries seem to be wanting more and more of, is control over there.
There's quite a few videos.
So what I found is this is a 2 weeks ago article, and I think the control point that you mentioned is a good point. But I think on the other hand is that China are just really struggling with, I think it's Omicron or a variant. The cases have just surged, which is why they put this lockdown in. But then the thing that I don't like about this new lockdown is that they're saying that people can't even leave houses for food. So people are just on the street saying you can arrest me, but I'm getting groceries for like my elderly grandma or someone that's vulnerable, maybe kids. So
yeah, but I think the problem is as well, they've got a zero COVID policy. How can you have a zero COVID policy when the virus has sort of developed this much? It's become way more contagious, but it's all at the same time, it's become a lot less lethal. So I don't, no other country has a zero COVID policy except for China.
Do you think it's more wild for us knowing this now as we live in the UK or live in England and there's absolutely practically zero restrictions?
Yeah. I think even if we were still in 2020 when we were still in lockdown and we saw what was going on in China, I still think it's quite shocking that they're not letting them out to go and get food.
But they had it bad in China in 2020 when we all got put into lockdowns, or even before the UK got put in lockdowns. They had it worse there, didn't they? Right, the way the government had handled it.
Yeah, and everybody was praising China at the time, saying, "Oh, they've handled COVID well." But I don't know, like it's sort of catching up with them now because they've not let it sort of run rife around the country like we have and build up some sort of immunity.
Yeah, I want to touch on that point that you mentioned about with China handling it well, other people saying it. Maybe there's some sort of like reputation that they feel they've had, which having zero restrictions, they want to keep cases really low still. And if other news find out that they've got zero restrictions and still keeping cases so low, that's really good for them. But then the risk is that if there's a new variant that comes that isn't covered by whatever vaccination they have on in the country at that time, then this is what happens. They have to go back into lockdown. And
I think one thing I can say on that is when I was in China, like they like to show something, they call it like, we like to keep face. So if somebody, if they hold a certain reputation about themselves, they don't want to look like they can't keep up that reputation. So it's like here in the West, probably just call it ego. Like people don't like their ego being pushed or being sort of tested. Whereas here are a little bit more relaxed about if you're at the pub and someone takes the piss out of you, you just like laugh it off.
Just banter. It's just
banter. You just call it banter.
That's our culture.
Yeah, but in China they'll take offense to it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It is saying online that they have eased the lockdown now in Shanghai 1 day ago. So they've been
Oh really? So cases might have gone to a decent point. Or maybe people are just
I think it must be from pressure from
like outrage of the public. But
this goes to show like how much power people actually have, and even in a authoritarian state like China, people can push back and start changing things.
Whereas I would perceive them usually as people that wouldn't be able to push back. It does go towards that they're moving towards.
I think though when you're sort of pushed to a limit where you've got no food and you're starving.
Yeah.
You've got nothing else to lose then, have you? You're going to fight.
Well, then that's a bit too far in general.
Yeah.
There's nothing that should be able to lock people down to not be able to get necessities.
Yeah.
Food or water.
But what I thought was mad is the use of the drone.
Yeah.
It just made it feel like we're in some like dystopian.
Added an edge onto it.
Oh, wait, was that the drone? I thought it was a plane.
Yeah, that was a drone.
Really?
No, it's a drone.
We just replay it again. I thought that was a plane, legit. We just track
That's a drone, like reading out this.
Chinese, the drone.
Oh my gosh, that is embarrassing. I actually thought that was a plane. Okay.
All right, what else have you got for us, Jatsky?
All right, next article.
So yeah, Spotify adds live audio programs and rebrands Green Room app as Spotify Live. I'd never heard of Green Room app before. It rings a bell. Apparently, it's something Spotify brought out when what was it called? The app, the audio app that everyone was going crazy about.
That was competing with Spotify.
Clubhouse. Do you remember
Clubhouse,
when they brought out Green Room, and then obviously Clubhouse hasn't lifted off. So Spotify decided to rebrand it, their competing app, to Spotify Live, which is going to be live programs on Spotify. So I've just brought this up to see really what you guys think about having live on Spotify.
Yeah, I think it's good. Like YouTube have it, and their program's quite popular. we watch Lou later, even though we don't watch it live. But it does add a different element to it. I don't know why it adds a different element to it though, because I'm not sure. It just feels
like a different
more
vibe.
Natural.
Well, what do you think about, because when Joe Rogan was on Spotify, we went from him having the live shows to him pre-recording shows. Did you feel much change in that transition?
Did he go pre-recorded on YouTube before on though?
Yeah. He was live on YouTube and then he went pre-recorded just so they...
One thing I've noticed with pre-recorded stuff is, especially things like where they're talking about current affairs, is when something happens and you hear about it, you want to hear the commentators you listen to speak about it.
Yeah.
And if they're pre-recorded, usually, like for Joe Rogan, for example, it takes about 3 to 4 days for you to hear what guest he's going to have on to talk about this.
For the reaction.
For the reaction.
Yeah.
Which, is a bit annoying. Because by the 4th day, usually, like for example, that Will Smith slap, like it was the biggest thing. But then after 2 days, like you just have enough of it and you don't want to listen to anything else to do with this bloody slap.
Yeah.
But by the time you hear Joe Rogan talking about it, you're done with it and it's old news at that point.
Yeah.
The news is you're just changing so fast. Whatever's trending is just in a couple of days' time that thing's forgotten about and it's something else
that's true. Although with the slap, I will say I did stop listening to everything I could about it unless it was sort of forced upon me. And then I think I was listening to Joe Rogan today and he was talking about the slap and I found it quite refreshing to go back to something after leaving it. So it can work in 2 ways.
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess there's not many cases where that's going to be the case.
Talking about the slap, did you see that video that he put on Lou later? Of the
yeah, that was quality.
What's it called?
What's this? I'll try.
What type of animation?
Motion
pictures animation, isn't it? It's like that clay kind of animation. Try and find it, Jan.
Yeah, motion picture.
Is that what it's called?
Oh wait.
What shall I look for? Lou later motion picture?
No, just type in like Will Smith slap.
Motion. A stop motion animation.
Stop motion, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I just saw before we put the video on, I saw this tweet, and what was interesting is to see what he'd have highlighted about the live stream policy. Do you think that it was Joe Rogan's decision alone to maybe start pre-recording rather than live streaming, or do you think there was some sort of problems or consequences that he did which made it that you had to pre-record rather than live stream? I found that quite interesting there, but I'm just looking for the video.
I guess he might have had one too many videos unmonetized, or
it's easier to control what is actually going out there if it's not live. I'm
pretty sure.
I guess it works for.
Sorry.
I guess it works for Lou later because he's not really controversial character.
Yeah, and it's the same guys talking, so they can sort of have these briefings and get a bit of a know what's going to go on. He's got different audience, different guests on all the time.
Yeah, with some of the guests that come on his show, it's probably safer that he's not live.
Yeah.
I don't know what it'll be like with Spotify, given recent events. They might. When he first moved to Spotify, I remember him saying he's never had any problems about being censored, but it's all blown up this past couple of months, so that could change things.
I mean, when you get Joe Rogan talking about COVID, the amount he talks about COVID, he's gonna bound to have slipped up somewhere with what he's saying. Say the wrong thing. Definitely in a world where more and more things are wrong to say.
Even when we were talking about COVID before, I was a bit worried about what to say. So
cancel culture's come a long way.
Do you want to put that video on?
Yep, absolutely.
It is a quality video.
This the right one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jada.
Can you hear sound, by the way? I don't want it to be like a silent.
Yeah, we can hear it, yeah.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard.
Wife's name out your mouth.
Oh, okay.
Oh my days! What was this?
Jada's face is joke.
Why's that eye? Alright, let's see. Let's see what a comment's saying. Hopefully, we don't get cancelled. Yeah, it's definitely a big meme now. This is gonna be one of the memes that we look back on.
Yeah, literally everyone. If he said that, then no one would even have talked about Will Smith or Jada.
Yeah. If you just said it and they both laughed it off, or Jada just made a face and then it just got left at that, it would have been forgotten about by now. Like, it wouldn't even made the news. Like, we wouldn't even know about it.
No one would. We wouldn't probably even know about the whole Oscars.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were going on, to be fair.
No.
Yeah, same.
That's
I
why
saw this
people-
video and I was like, right, Oscars was on.
That's why people are saying it's set up to get more people watching the Oscars.
Yeah, that's what I've heard people say too.
Tune in next year to see if something worse happens.
Yeah, would you think Will Smith would, like, kill his reputation for that?
Yeah.
Do you think?
I think he's getting close to the end of his movie career. Well, this is controversial in a way. So if we do get comments later on it be controversial, it is what it is. But I feel like Will Smith's approaching sort of the end of his movie career.
Yeah, but he just won an Oscar for Best Actor.
Yeah, true. But like in the same way, doing something like this might ruin his reputation. But then maybe it's a deal done behind the scenes. Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like the whole, like, at first I thought it's staged. Then I watched the video. And I thought the way Chris Rock reacts, he wasn't expecting it.
No.
I think that's hard to fake something like that.
Yeah, I don't.
But then again, they are actors, so
yeah, it's their professional job. It's a lot of reputation to lose, though. Like, jokes aside, doing something like that, it's like a publicity stunt gone wrong. But if he does want to come back from that, I don't know. He's banned from the Oscars now for. I think I've read something. Is it 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
10-year ban, yeah.
Yeah, that's a long ban. So does that mean you can't win any awards either if someone goes on his behalf?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He just won't be nominated for anything.
Yeah.
Maybe his movies that he stars in won't be nominated either. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. So that means if his movies won't be nominated, then he won't get as selected as much.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it'll. I don't know, but I don't know if it'll. That's kind of deep. If it, no one's going to want to even get him as an actor for their movies.
But I don't know how it works.
I don't know.
Because if a movie gets nominated for an Oscar, do the whole team win the Oscar, or is it just the director? Or
I'm not too
I
sure.
don't know. I'm not too sure how the awards work, to be fair.
So you get like a list of different Oscar awards. So you get Best Actor. That's what he won.
Yeah.
King Richard.
Yeah.
I've not even watched that.
Yeah,
And then you'll get like Best Picture.
Yeah, but who wins the award for Best Picture then? The director.
Let's have a look here. This award goes to the producers of the film.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And then I guess it's their discretion to kind of, I don't know, share any money or like fame or anything they get from it.
so I guess it's the team of producers, right?
Producers, yeah. So what are the other awards?
Best Actor obviously goes to the actor. See, I don't know what else there is. This is just
Young Will Smith's awards.
I imagine there'll be like a male female for all of
actor, actress.
and then maybe like best music produced and stuff
Best
like that.
director, support actor.
Here we go.
Yeah, because I know Brad Pitt, is it? He's never won an Oscar for Best Actor, but he's only won Best Supporting Actor.
Best supporting actor. What did he win that for?
Can you guess what he won it in? Best Supporting Actor.
I'm not good at Brad Pitt movies. I'll be real.
Once Upon a Time. Once
Oh,
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh shit!
Well, he was basically there was just 2 lead roles for that movie.
Yeah, I swear like him and DiCaprio were basically like.
Yeah, DiCaprio obviously just had that edge of leading.
Did he win Best Actor that year? Nah, I don't think he did.
What year did that come out?
I think
29.
he's like won it for the I've not even seen that movie. Have you? The Revenant.
Yeah, I watched it. It's actually quite good.
The Revenant. What happens in that?
It's the one where he cuts open the horse and sleeps in there overnight.
Whoa! Spoilers.
I watched it after he won the Oscar for it, knowing I think someone had said he's begging for an Oscar by starring.
Right.
So, but it is a good movie. If someone didn't ruin the movie for me by saying that, I would have watched it. Sort of a bit more open-minded.
All right, I think we are.
Oh, Rami Malek won it in 2019 for Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. You can have a quality movie or a quality role and just get outshined.
Get it, yeah.
If it was any other year, then someone else might have won it.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of the Oscars.
Also, just a thing with Rami Malek. If you've not watched Mr. Robot, then get on that because
really
good. Watched season 1, just not got through half of season 2.
I think season 1 and season 2 are like slow burners because they kind of introduce the context and the characters. But once you get past that, then it picks up. No spoilers, but yeah, just go and check it out.
Trying plugging his TV shows in.
Have you got ads for Mr. Robot? You're getting paid ad revenue here. Bring you on once and you got ad links already.
We'll never know. All right. Next article, I think.
Let's do it.
Cool. All right.
Oh, just one thing. Do you know that movie Vice?
Yeah.
They won an award for best makeup and hairstyling. Because did you see?
All right. Yeah. Just put him in a fat suit, didn't they?
Yeah. I thought he put that weight on.
I think he put weight on and then he put him in a fat suit.
Because he had to get his face fatter, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wait, who's this again? Sorry.
Vice. Christian Bale starring in Vice.
If you want to bring up a picture of Christian Bale in what's that movie where he's a machinist? Yeah. Bring that up and then bring it up in Batman Begins and then bring him up in Vice. He does some mad body transformations.
Whoa. Okay.
The one in The Machinist was absolutely crazy.
I don't know how he goes from like stick thin to
this one. Yeah, I'm just going to share my screen. I've got this one. It looks quite good.
Okay, go for it.
Oh yeah, it's insane that.
Literally stick thin
to tanked and then to a fat bastard.
Yeah, do you think like obviously they have world leading nutritionists and stuff, but how much of an extent do you think like just diet alone, diet or exercise has in that?
Steroids.
Okay. You
Yeah.
actually think it's steroids? Are you being serious? Or are you joking?
Yeah, most likely.
You have to do this.
It's not just build all that muscle mass in the amount of time he did it in. I don't know what's the gap between the movies.
When did The Machinist come out? Let's have a look. 2004. Jeez.
2004. And then Batman Begins came out 2008, I think.
Yeah, 2007 or 2008. Yeah, one of those years.
2005.
Yeah, so
What?
How does that work?
Unless The Machinist was just filmed a long time prior.
Oh yeah, I've got Cam, could I share for a bit, please?
Yeah.
I've got tab. I feel like Reddit's going to be used so much in this. Yeah, like this is basically what Aron was saying.
What's the Reddit post?
Just like comparing the different. Are these more movies or the same movies? American Psycho. It says
they're all different.
American Psycho.
The Machinist was just abnormal.
Like he looks like a complete different person.
I get that you can do stuff with steads to make yourself bigger, but to make yourself like go that from being that big.
Batman Begins. Even in Dark Knights, like he went from less tone to more in.
Is that the fighter?
The fighter rescued on. Try to zoom in a bit more. American
That is
Hustle.
such a good movie.
That is a good movie. He plays a smackhead, doesn't he? Crackhead.
Yeah, but anyway, this comment is basically what Aaron was saying. Definitely juiced up a little bit. Okay.
Definitely. There's a lot of steroid use in Hollywood.
Yeah, pretty much all of them are saying that. All right, then. Next article, should we say?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, he won Best Supporting Role for the fighter in 2011.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, he's a really good actor, though. Even if he's on steroids or not, he's still a really good actor.
Yeah. Don't let that make you think he's a bad actor.
Yeah, yeah. Just wanted to address that.
DuckDuckGo's privacy browser finally lands on desktop. Well, it's on. I think it's only on beta, private beta, and it's only on Mac at the moment. I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's only on baby.
Wait, just one sec. What do you mean it's a? If I just type in DuckDuckGo and it's got its own web browser.
To put it as an actual desktop
privacy browser. Okay.
As a browser now. So
okay.
I mean, this isn't massive news because I know Brave is pretty much private anyway. But I thought I'd just add it because the way things are going with Google, Facebook, and data and all of that shit, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air in a way. To have a company which is, they can still make money. That's the thing. You can still get ad revenue, but you're just doing the keyword ads rather than. Obviously, they're not going to be as specific as what that person searched. But if that person searches for a new car, for example, they can still get hit with ads on new cars. So that's the traditional way of them doing it, to sort of bypass using personal data. But my query really is it worthwhile being more, I wouldn't even say ethical, just more respectful of society and not making as much money, but still making a shit ton of money?
I think the thing is, like, if DuckDuckGo really go at it, and it's all about how many users are on it, right? So if not as many if it's taking users away from Google, that means Google losing money. That means Google will need to change. It's all like to do with competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the more users they take away from Google are going to be like, oh crap, maybe we need to sort our privacy levels. Like maybe we need to stop farming everyone's data, even though it's making us money, but we're losing users because of it. And if they don't change, more and more users are going to start moving away from them.
Mm.
But then again, there's always the argument that a lot of people say, I'm not bothered if they take my data.
Yeah.
Like,
but then they don't read
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think it's just a deep thing than that. Like, why would you want a corporation to know all this information about you? Like, Google probably knows more about us than we know about ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I can't speak for others, but I don't really read the privacy policies, to be honest. Just press agree, which is probably not a great thing. But I assume that most other people do. Do you guys read the full documents? I think that's pretty good if you do.
No, I mean, a lot of it is not many people would read them because everyone hopes someone else would read them, and if there was something in there which wouldn't be, they would have been informed. Like,
I think as well, it's all just like legal spiel. Like,
a lot of like law.
Look through it, like you're not even going to understand what half of it means.
A lot of mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, it's just a lot of jargon in there, and they do that on purpose so you don't read it.
Yeah. It gets quite overwhelming for people. Just found a Reddit post about the. Oh, Cam, do you want to share something?
No.
Okay, perfect. So I just found this 5 hours ago. Kind of a tangent in a way, but just talking about the beta product director at DuckDuckGo.
Wants everyone to take back their privacy.
Yeah. But they're talking about a password manager.
Because how convenient can this be for you without... That's where the problem is convenience. If you look at Amazon, for example, they obviously take a shit ton of data, but that's convenient. And
Even with Google, like you go into Google Maps and it tells you everywhere you've been, like in the past
the timeline,
week or so. So like if you're going to a place often and you're not very good with directions, then you're always just going to open up Google Maps and then just click on what's at the top.
Well, even then, they still track you, even if you don't use your maps, just on where you've been, just on where your phone's been.
Yeah, just from your location.
Yeah, your location services, I think.
I've just been to a place and come out, and it's been like, how do you find that pub?
Yeah, that does come up.
And I didn't even type anything about that pub in. So, yeah, it tracks that. I've checked it out in the settings. You can turn it off.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think.
But how much are you actually turning it off? Do you know what I
mean?
Yeah. What's it? Edward Snowden says if you can't physically disconnect it, then is it really off?
Yeah.
Well, on one side of that, you're restricting it on your phone, but like, what are you actually restricting on the app? That's a real question, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think it's good that there's a browser coming out, which is obviously could be a competitor to big tech sometime in the future.
I've seen as well Linux operating systems for phones. They're starting to, they're not very good at the moment, but they're starting to develop into more like proper OSs that you can use touchability wise. So that could be growing in popularity if people are willing to take on board. But again, with Linux, it's just bloody effort to load it onto your phone.
Yeah.
Another thing is UI, isn't it? If they come up with a sort of innovative UI that everyone does like, then there could be like a transition there. But then, like you mentioned, it's hard to get it on your phone.
But then some phone companies just use Linux instead of using Android, for example.
Yeah, they can do, but I can't see Samsung moving away from Android to a Linux operating system. And if you do want a phone with a Linux operating system on, you've not got the hardware spec that bigger companies can offer you. So it's just like, it's a bit of a catch-22. Like, do you want a great camera and a powerful phone? Or do you want privacy?
Most people would want a powerful phone.
Yeah.
They'll give up that right to privacy.
Yeah, exactly. Like everybody has, like we have.
And then how much of their business model would have to change? Because I feel like going from Android to a new OS, they'd have to change their production in a way, and how much of like they've got economies of scale now, aren't they? Any production that they make, they're going to make a high return on it because of their sort of infrastructure and how big they are. What effect will having one small change have on their production, do you think?
Yeah, have massive effects because they're going to have to be supporting 2 operating systems.
Yeah.
It will probably take another whole new company or buying company like Nokia or something like that
Nokia brick,
or revive themselves by coming as this private privacy sort of company.
Yeah, it'll be someone who buys out Nokia and is willing to invest the money into it. It's going to take a lot of startup capital to be able to build these great phones, plus convince people to buy them.
Yeah.
People stay brand loyal, don't they?
Yeah.
People who like Apple. People who like Samsung.
Yeah.
And then if they see something new, you get a few people who take it on at first. Then it starts like building up, and after about 5 years, once they become more popular, then other people who wouldn't think about it before start buying it. And that's how it grows. But I feel like the smartphone industry is like very saturated, and there's like 2 big players, Apple and Samsung, and the rest of them are sort of trying to push the way up. But
yeah, I mean, I've seen Motorola have come out with some new phones recently.
Yeah, and with other companies, what they do is they will come in at a low price, build up a bit of a brand recognition, and then start increasing the prices. Like OnePlus.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that.
They came in like dirt cheap, like we used to call it a smartphone killer. But now they're just the same price as top spec Samsungs.
Yeah. But then you get like the likes of Apple, who have just released the 3rd generation of the SE. which is the affordable version of iPhone. So they're hitting all because they've got so many different types of iPhone that come out now. They've got the SE, they've got the Pro, the Mini, obviously the normal one. So they're hitting every single tier of market.
Yeah.
Samsung are doing similar thing because they've got the A. Is it the A series?
Yeah, the A series.
I think so.
And then they've got the Galaxy S, and then they have that FE S21 FE.
Yeah, and then the Notes.
Well, they stopped the Note now.
The Z. Have they replaced the Notes with the Zs? Z Folds.
So the Notes, I think, have been replaced with Samsung Ultra. Is now comes with the S Pen.
Yeah. Oh right. Okay.
And the folds are just like a new thing.
Do you reckon it will catch on the Fold?
Z Fold.
Yeah.
If the price was low, I'd get one.
Would you? Have you tried one?
Do you know what's his name? One of our friends has got one.
Oh. Have you tried it then? Yeah.
I had a quick play on it, not properly.
Oh right.
The only problem is what I don't like is the screen is they call it glass, but it's not like glass. It's like a
bendy plastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a.
I think it has to be. You can't make a fold phone with glass, surely.
They call it glass though. It's like ultra thin glass that can fold.
It folds
surely,
around,
right?
doesn't it? So you've got screen on both sides when it's closed. Is that how it does it?
No
clue.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm sure they call it glass. Check what they call it right on the screen.
Z.
The Z Fold. How much do they retail at?
Right, I don't know, $1.5 grand. It's expensive, like.
We say it's expensive.
That'll be coming in like laptops. What's that?
We say it's expensive, but that'll be a normal price in about 5 years.
Oh no,
that's true.
Saying here glass can fold. Let me just share this. Bit of science now. Covering everything today.
Yeah, flexible glass.
Yeah. So with other viewers, you some of you might be scientific, some of you might not be.
You can't fold it like you fold a piece of paper where it sits flush.
Yeah.
You can't fold it like that because it'll snap. You can only fold it like that, and that's how the phone folds. That's how the screen folds.
Yes, there's probably a certain point where they've done their scientific investigations where they can fold it to a certain point, but then if you go beyond that, then it would just
then it'll snap.
So that's why they probably engineered it so
it's like
it gets to that point, but not over it.
Do you know when you get your glass screen protectors and they're a little bit bendy, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's similar to that, but obviously way more high tech than things. But you bend a little bit, and if you bend it too much, then it'll snap.
Yeah. So them ones are probably like stacked in a way where they all just curve around.
Yeah, I don't know how they've done it.
I think tempered glass is just like a lot of glass laid on top of each other. I think to make it like really strong.
You're the science man.
It's been a long time since I've done science.
Getting head of science.
What's the next article, Jacksky?
Let's do a bit on. You mentioned that we started with Elon Musk last week, but it's nice to do it in the middle this time, close to the end.
Yeah. So, don't know if you've read that he's not going to the Twitter board.
Do you know, I saw this article today and I thought Aron's going to put this in the video.
All right.
You know him too well.
I didn't read it. I thought I'll just say wait and see it in this.
All right. Well, I've not read this specific article to be fair, but I've listened to people talk about it. There's a bit of speculation out there. This is what I wanted to talk about mainly. Is why do you think he's decided not to join the Twitter board? Some people are saying that when you join the board, he'll have to put a deal in saying that he can't buy any more Twitter, so he can't put any more money into Twitter and buy any more shares.
Right.
So he's saying that he's rejected to go on the board, so he can actually take the whole company over.
Oh right. Oh shit.
So that would be interesting.
That's just speculation, though, right? At this time.
Yeah, it's just speculation. He's not said that outright, but.
All right.
Yeah,
This is that article up again, and I'll just read the beginning.
Yep.
Scroll down a little.
Do we want to start?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, I when I read that he wasn't joining, I thought he's actually not joining. It's confirmed he's definitely not joining, right?
He's declined it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he declined it.
Yeah. I don't know, like, what goes behind a decline. Does he have to do like legal stuff too, or is it just his word and that's
it's in the tweet that he did after.
No, what was the tweet?
Just this.
Just that.
What? It's been deleted now. It said.
Oh.
Do you reckon Twitter deleted it?
I don't know.
Maybe. Mate, he's got some ulterior motives in mind, man. If he's posting that, you don't get that happy declining a seat.
I feel like Elon's like the king of trolls.
You feel like he was ever going to join anyway?
The board.
Just been a game plan all this time. Do you reckon?
Would you reckon he just wanted to hype for something? I don't know what he's even up to right now. Like, what's the latest thing going on in his life?
Well, he usually just tends to build hype for the sake of building hype.
He's his own marketer.
Yeah, any hype's good for him. So if things are going a little bit quiet on the Elon side, he'll do something.
Yeah. I think it was getting quiet as well on his side because I didn't even hear anything from him.
Yeah, so he probably just thought, do you know something? I'll spend 300 million.
Just casually.
Build up a little bit of hype.
It's enough marketing for him.
I'll show you this. Jatton, have you got WhatsApp open?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just send you this picture.
Okay. And also on Joe Rogan when he did the fat drag thing. Good clip.
Oh, when he was smoking weed and drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
We'll find a clip of that after we check the image that you send. Just for context. Okay. Right, I just got that.
Yeah, I just sent it, yeah. So I saw this picture the other day, which I thought it fits in with this, so I thought it'd be pretty interesting to look at. We looked at it last week on the unpublished episode.
Okay, so this is the picture.
You seen it, Cam? I feel like you're looking at it now.
Am I sharing yet?
Share it.
Share it.
Okay.
So this is how much Elon's invested into Twitter compared to the rest of his companies he's involved with.
What the fuck?
The difference between Twitter and SpaceX. SpaceX is the future, and Twitter is like just a social media platform.
What the?
You'd think all the futuristic companies would be higher, so say like Tesla.
Yeah. Well, you would have thought SpaceX would have been up there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's insane, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Solar City, Neuralink, Centrix, Stemtrix.
That's crazy to Stripe too.
That must be some stem cell research company or something. Don't know, just going off the name. I've not looked at the company.
What's it? Sorry, Neuralink.
No, Stemtrix. Type it in on Google, Jack. On
this one.
shared screen.
Yeah.
Because that's a hefty amount anyway. It just looks like shit because Twitter's on there.
Biotech company.
Biotech. It must be something to do with stem cells, right?
Parent company. Yeah.
Happy V.
Is this the public company before it got bought out?
Did they not acquire the company?
Yeah, it said somewhere something's been acquired.
Okay. So what does this company specialize in?
Where does it say it?
Diversified products, medical devices, diagnostic, nutrition, research-based pharmaceutical.
Control F and then type in STEM.
Acquisitions, it'll be under there somewhere, won't it? Yeah. On 28th April 2016, the company announced...
billion.
Is that one?
Can't see it.
Sorry, I went to the
Or 9 billion.
A day later, the company announced. Scroll down a bit, Ryan.
yeah.
Cystic fibrosis.
I think you do need stem cell research to treat that, right?
You're
So
the
maybe-
scientist.
Yeah. I don't want to say too much without having any evidence, but I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure.
It's not giving us too much detail on stem
Yeah.
cells.
Maybe if you just literally put in.
Here's small.
Stem cell lung cancer there.
Yeah.
Oh, they might make drugs that work on stem cells. Oh, cancer stem cells. Okay.
Check it. Type in the name of the company and then Crunchbase afterwards.
Crunchbase.
Crunchbase, yeah, one word. Pharmaceutical services. So check their industries. Pharmaceutical biotech.
But then, like, stem cells could come under like any of these, pretty much, can't they?
Yeah.
This is, Elon personally is invested into this company, right?
Oh no, go on people, John. At the top.
People.
This guy is the founder, co-founder.
Would it say here if Elon invested into it directly?
On summary, I think it will. Well, I don't think it will only show if businesses invest into it.
Well, not investors. Scroll up.
Where's that?
There. Under highlights.
8 investors.
Oh yeah, being blind. Okay.
So companies. Fidelity.
None of them are Elon's other companies.
No, these are like investment companies.
Yeah, they're asset manager, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, most of these look like some kind of financial firms, like financial investment firms.
Yeah,
like
that's what it will be.
venture capital, like asset management, stuff like that. Okay, so that's probably how they got the funding then, initially.
All right.
Yeah, like the fact that he's invested a lot more into a social media company that probably doesn't need the money, but he's invested a lot less in, say, like space, which is the future, even pharmaceuticals, which is the future for medical research. Such low stakes.
I think he sees the power of social media now, though.
Yeah.
I think through his experience, through his experience, like he's marketed a lot himself, and he's had a few incidents. Oh, actually,
I think if you're a billionaire, you want to have some form of media under your control. So Bezos he owns
one
Google. What media company Jeff Bezos owns? Can't remember what it's called. But and then you've got Bill Gates, who owns LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And then you've got Microsoft owns LinkedIn. Bill Gates is he still majority shareholder of Microsoft? Yeah.
Of Microsoft. Yeah.
Not much luck in terms of what media company.
I'm sure he owns.
No, he's not. He's not the majority shareholder. Satya.
Who is?
Is.
Hey.
Satya Nadella.
He's majority shareholder.
Think so.
It says here MGM Studios, which media company did Jeff
he owns
Bezos buy?
MGM now.
Yeah.
Oh, he owns the Washington Post.
Oh, okay.
Who, Bezos?
Yeah. He bought it in 2013 for $250 million in cash money.
The second thing that comes up is Washington Post meme, Jeff Bezos.
And then Trump's trying to come out with truth.
What's that? His own social media?
I don't think that'll take off.
No.
Surely not.
Have you seen what's his name?
What was up the bag with
That right wing guy.
America.
Ben Shapiro?
Yeah, Ben Shapiro. He's got his own media company to make movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Movies?
He's quite a good production as well.
Yeah, I want to watch one of the movies on it. What the company's called that?
It's called The Daily Wire.
Yeah, The Daily Wire, yeah.
Yeah, do you watch his YouTube videos?
Yeah, some. Not like massively.
I think he uploads every day.
It goes a bit too deep.
Yeah, he does.
That's his nature, though, isn't it? I think.
I listened to
on the spectrum.
Tim Pool though, and he gets people at work at Daily Wire to come on his show, and then they talk about Daily Wire.
Oh right, yeah. It's hard to listen to a lot of people now.
You kind of pick like the ones that you resonate with most, because people have a lot of opinions now, especially with the growth of podcasts and lockdown, like all these sort of times just brought together. I guess like in lockdown, I listened to a lot more podcasts, and I guess you form an opinion on people that you kind of resonate with. That's what I found.
Yeah. But it's good to listen to like different types of people.
Yeah, we were talking about this,
yeah,
didn't we? And then you can kind of form your own opinion on,
rather
than relying on one person. Because say like people that can't be asked taking the time to listen to different perspectives, they listen to one and they're like, oh yeah, I agree with that. But then there's probably another side that could be more suited to their opinion, but they'll never know because they don't actually listen to that side.
Well, I always notice one thing, like the people I listen to, there's always one sort of running theme, and it's they are like
right wing.
Not right wing, because I wouldn't say Russell Brand's right wing.
Oh yeah, that's true. I wouldn't even say Joe Rogan's. I don't know. He says he's left wing, but
like I feel like this right wing and left wing thing is so confused at the moment because
it's outdated.
Yeah, I feel like at the moment it should be people who actually want freedom of speech and like democracy, and people who want to shut people down and censor.
Yeah.
And I think the left get labelled as the kind of people that want to censor people that they don't want to hear about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, their tactic of arguing against something isn't the best tactic.
Yeah.
And it's damaging the left. Well, I'm not saying, but them actions are causing detriment to society because it's just turning everyone properly against each other.
Yeah, because people so say if you're on Twitter and you're right wing and you're making right wing comments, and then everyone's out calling for you to be cancelled.
Yeah.
If everyone who makes right wing comments on Twitter gets cancelled, and then everyone who's left on Twitter are left wing, they're only hearing left wing perspectives, and they get in a little group on their own, and all they hear is left wing perspectives, and then they go really far left, and then all the right wingers are on their own platform because they're not allowed on Twitter.
Yeah.
So right wingers are talking, and then they start being influenced by harder right wingers, and then they start going really far right.
Yeah.
There's no middle because no one can hear both sides of the story.
Yeah.
Nobody's arguing with each other or debating with each other, shall I say, instead of arguing.
There's no balance there because the beauty of balance is I might think right wing in certain aspects, but believe in left wing in other aspects. Or is that balance is beautiful? But
if you're only hearing from people with left wing views, then you're more likely to be influenced by their left wing views. And if they're really far left wing, then you're going to start becoming more and more left. And if you're in a right wing group and then all you're hearing is right, like their ideologies, you're going to become more and more convinced by their ideology, and then it just leaves nothing in the center. Which I think in life, like you talk about a lot, Cam, yin and yang. There needs to be a balance. And I think that balance comes through people discussing topics with each other and not being worried about being censored or because if I'm wrong about something and I'm arguing with someone that I think my view's right. If I'm like having a discussion with somebody and they've got a completely different view on something than me, I think I'm right at the time. After I've had that discussion with them, I still might think I'm right and then go away from it. But then after I reflect on it, I might think, actually, he had brought up some good points.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to change the way I'm thinking a little bit. And then that's how you become more, that's how society itself, through these discussions, people become more
centered
and grounded.
Yeah. And that's why I think it's outdated being left wing or right wing. I mean, on certain views, you can have a right wing view on a topic or on a statement, but I don't think anyone is, well, they are obviously purely right wing or purely left wing, but they should look at it from another aspect where actually I'm right wing on this topic, but I'm left wing on this other topic.
Yeah. I think people just need to be more open to other people's views, and they might learn something if they're actually open to other people's views.
Yeah. Then learning and progressing as a society instead of arguing.
And arguing's good, but as long as it's like a
constructively,
constructive argument,
not aggressively. Yeah, I was just gonna touch up on that too, in terms of I feel like how we think is quite independent to our own opinions, and where we like to take other opinions into account, and then we might think we're right, like you mentioned, but we'll kind of on the spectrum might move it a bit compared to what they said. But then people that are too dependent on social media, which is a big thing nowadays, they become too dependent on what right wing or left wing news is being said, and then they kind of have a fixed mindset. Right, that's what the social media is saying. That's how I'm going to think, and then they're not open. So I feel like in one way it is the company's problem, but in another way I feel like people need to encourage more open thinking and more independent thinking.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. I feel like that's how society will progress, but we just need to get out of this mess. That
the thing is, you can see glimpses of it though in society. You can see people opening the doors for that opportunity, but it needs to be.
Well, you can see it. It's like how fast Russell Brand's YouTube channel's grown. Like he's got 4. Last time I checked, I think he had 4.4.
He's on over 5 now.
Oh, is he? Yeah, million.
How many subscribers is Young Jack? Brand on YouTube.
What channel is this?
YouTube.
Russell Brand. And he's probably like the beacon that everyone wants.
5.49. So you're
5.49.
5.5.
And he was 4.5. Like it must have been about a month and a half ago when I last looked.
Yeah, he was, because I remember the video where he transitioned from saying, because start of every video he says his amount of subscribers, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he transitioned onto 5, and I thought, geez. When I first started listening to him, he mustn't have been, I don't even think he was even on 2 million. And he just...
Yeah, I don't think so.
Have a look at
snowballed.
Stats on how fast he gained his following. But he's that beacon of hope for everyone.
Yeah. He's got a massive voice now, and it's only growing. And it's because he's... what he says makes sense, is logical. He's not spouting left-wing stuff. He's not spouting right-wing stuff. He's speaking facts.
Yeah, and it's not even conspiracy theory stuff. It's facts.
Yeah, it's what's being said. He's bringing it to our attention and putting a voice to it and saying, like, this is not how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, guys. Keep on going. I found a decent picture, but I'm just trying to find a way to get it up.
Even his guests he has on are like a balanced mix of guests as well.
This is where, this is the trend line of YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, can you not?
I couldn't find how. Wait, can
right click, John. Open link in new tab.
Open image in new tab.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
The open image.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be same size though.
Yeah, can you not zoom in?
Is that right?
Shout out auditor.
Yeah, that's a bit too big. Oh wait.
Yeah, so I first started listening to him when he was just coming up to 2 mil. I think it was like must have just been before.
Yeah, I think I started listening to him around like.
It would have been just before 2020.
Just before 2020, yeah.
It was around when COVID's kicked off. I think that's
Yeah. I think I started listening to him during lockdown.
yeah.
Do you have a look at his videos in terms of views? Because I imagine that might provide a good. Gosh, that's my channel there.
Nice picture, Jotting.
Thanks. That's my channel, by the way. If anyone wants to check it out. All right, let's check views because
Look, it's me.
I feel like views might have a good signal on how his subscriber might have changed.
His Will Smith one got 1.7 million.
His other one there, Russell Brand Reacts, got 3.6.
Where's that?
Bottom right there.
It's on 3.6,
Oh,
yeah.
That must have been fresh off the oven, fresh off the press.
Is he quite balanced though in what he says? Because I've not watched him in ages.
Don't know if you'd use the word balanced.
Or is he just like he has a good opinion that he gets across?
He's got strong.
I think his opinion is more. He wants to advocate open discussion and freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like big government as well.
He wants to open people's minds a bit to make them think about what's actually going on instead of just playing the game. So actually take a step back and have a look. And I think he is having an effect on people because people like Russell Brand from his previous life. When
he's completely different now to what he used to be.
A drug-infused celebrity into.
Remember when he used to do all those those documentaries? And he was like calling for a revolution.
Yeah, that's when he first
started.
Actually,
I think that's when I first started listening to his YouTube channel. He used to be called. I used to call it something like Revolution something or something like that. I can't remember what he used to call it.
Anyway, Jack, have you got another article?
Next article. Yep.
We make this one our last one.
Yeah. Let's do that. All right.
We went on a bit of a tangent from the articles though.
It's always good.
Oh yeah, it's
I think.
Do you want to do it? We could do two.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
This one's just a bit of fun, really. So obviously in the UK, there was a speed camera app encouraging people to snitch on drivers who were speeding. So any Tom, Dick, and Harry could snitch on someone for driving too fast via this app. And the people who created the app, I think they've had a lot of emails, very aggressive emails, abusive emails. I think it says there, yeah, abusive. Emails. They said it's like Marmite. People either love the app or hate it. But and read that part there. One online review for the app said in East Germany, citizens were encouraged to report their neighbours to the Stasi for even the smallest social infraction.
Yeah, so people must have been abusing it.
Congratulations on creating a modern day version of that. This app disgusts me. That is what my initial thoughts were when I thought it's like when they were telling people to snitch on people in COVID.
Yeah,
it's socially going to be fucked up. Basically, it's socially bad to. Snitch.
Yeah, you know when like your neighbours and snitch on you.
Yeah.
Do people just abuse it?
It's just like a way to cause more of a split in society.
Yeah, more of a divide, more of a hate.
More
hate.
When, at a time when everyone needs to be more community focused.
United, yeah.
I get the intentions of this app because obviously car accidents, deaths via on the road or death via car accidents are high, but this is not the right way to go around reducing it. You don't turn it on the people, you don't turn it on society.
I feel like this is like more of a social gimmick than to like actually prevent the incidents and stuff.
But what
like
is it? Do you go to the police when you log Someone speeding?
I don't know. I don't know how it works. Unless they just get I don't know how they would have a right to arrest.
Can I receive fines for reports on the app? It also cannot provide sufficient evidence for a police force to issue a prosecution.
Yeah, that was my thought.
They can give it to the police, but they won't have enough evidence to prosecute. I think that's what
right.
they're saying.
Well, I've seen. I watched this guy on YouTube called the Black Belt Barrister, and he just drops like the odd video, and it's he drops quite a few videos now, and it's just like legal advice. Like,
is he UK or US?
UK. He's pretty good. Like, and he was doing these videos at one point where people are sending him dashcam footage, and they're saying they sent it to the police. And the police just basically turned around and said, "Oh, there's nothing we can do about it." Like, they've just ignored them sending it in.
Yeah.
Some of the videos were like just dangerous driving, like people overtaking at stupid times and stuff like that.
But there's nothing they can do about it.
Well, there is something they can do about it, but most of them either can't be asked doing anything, or they're just too busy to do anything. I don't know what the reason is, but
do get it. So yeah,
I feel like if someone sent me stuff, I'd be like, do you know what? I can't believe it. Paperwork.
Put that in my very special filing cabinet.
But yeah, I'm not a copper, so
rightly so. With that attitude.
But we never will be now.
This is going on the internet. Jack, I know you was itching to put another article up then.
I think it's one of the ones that were a bit more serious, but I feel like I do want to end on somewhere a bit more, funky. So maybe the Vettel one. I think sounds good.
Go with the Vettel one.
Yeah.
I'll put this in for you, Jan.
Thanks, man. All right, so a bit of context before we watch it. A bit of context before.
Go on, Jan, you can do the commentary on this one.
I don't actually know what happened. I've not read into it, but was it on the track walk or something? He went on a scooter to scout it because he just came back from COVID and he didn't want to ride a bike and he didn't want to walk around because he's probably short.
No, I think his car broke down.
Oh, his car broke down. I thought it was because he came back from COVID.
No, his car broke down. So then
that makes it so much funny.
His car broke down, and he went back to the pit stops on the scooter.
All right, let's watch the clip and then.
I thought is that Sebastian Vettel?
Yeah.
It looks like it is Sebastian Vettel.
He's not even got his helmet on properly.
I'm not getting a lift, mate. I'll take it myself. Thank you very much. That's the sort of thing you'd do.
Well, if it's there, I would take it. Not walking back.
Fantastic shots to see him, and he's good to see him back. And also, he's been pretty vocal on a lot of issues lately. You can see the tributes on his helmet there, and the words "No War" and the Ukraine flag. 3-time winner here around this track, and they do still love him here. I mean, the fans. Oh, we've said before, they're passionate. They're so knowledgeable, and they actually do support every single driver. The welcome for the drivers is insane.
That's jokes. He's in his race outfit and everything too.
Yeah, I think he got fined for it.
Yeah, I can imagine. He probably knew he was going to get fined for it.
He got fined for it.
Yeah.
The stewards they're a bit peak on F1.
They can't hack the banter.
That scooter is probably faster than Aston Martin's F1 car.
Everyone's giving Aston Martin loads of shit. Even the safety car, people are taking a mick out of the safety car. Like, when do you ever hear people taking a mick out of the safety car? He still follows a racing line on a moped.
Instincts.
Exactly. Muscle memory. That was a good one.
All right, that was a good one to end it on, actually. Because
nice little fun one.
F1's always funny to end on. It's full of memes.
All right. Honour speaking to you both.
Enjoyed that sesh. Thank you all for watching.
And we'll catch you next week.
You all with some more articles.
Same time.
Yep. Stay tuned.
Bye.
See you later, guys.